want it, you got it. Reality radio done right. No nonsense, real and raw, just like you like it.
He's corrupt, he's inexperienced, and he lies.
Broadcasting from a broom closet in the Arizona Lotus Studios, it's Beef Vegan Presents.
Yo, welcome back to the show. It's Beef Vegan Presents live on Rock 102.1 KFMA, streaming worldwide at KFMA.com on this beautiful Tuesday, July 11th. Good morning, Rico.
Good morning.
And good morning, Tucson. Thank you guys for tuning into the show. It's our last show of the half year, as we're going to take a 2-week sabbatical after today and be back on Monday the 24th. So we're going to end it with a bang. We're going to have Weirdo here in a few minutes. She's waking up late this morning. Mari's going to be in a little bit later. We'll have guests and giveaways, things like that. And we'll have a lot of fun.
Good teams.
Yeah, we have 5-star review with Rico, F My Life. You know the drill. So all that more to look forward to on this 7-Eleven day. Oh, yeah.
Whoa, I didn't even realize.
Well, I didn't realize yesterday was 7/10, which is the dab holiday of... and I think it's fitting that the Free Slurpee Day is right after the National Smoke Dab Day.
They know what they're doing.
If they coincide, if they work together and did 7/10 and a half, right? Then they would give away a lot more free Slurpees. But yeah, so yesterday was 7/10, July 10th, which upside down spells oil. And any reason for stoners to celebrate, they will celebrate. And I know Chiba had some big deals going on. And then today is July 11th, which is 7-Eleven, and that means free Slurpees for all. I think just a small Slurpee at 7-Elevens. Do you know what year they started Free Slurpee Day, Rico?
Oh, good Lord. We became insane around 2019, 18. How long has it been around?
2002.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a way to get the nation healed. This was shortly after 9/11, so they're just like, what can we do on an 11?
Slurpee. They love those.
And honestly, we bounced back as a society right after that. I mean, our national diabetes percentage rate is up through the roof, and obesity, of course, is so high that now we are the shark attack capital of the world. I know that you're terrified of sharks. And usually the shark attack capitals of the world would be like South Africa, like Cape Town, Australia for sure. But not anymore. No, America is number one in shark attacks. We've been getting tons more shark attacks. And my theory is that we just look like fat ass seals in the ocean. You know what I mean? That has to have
all that blubber.
That has to do something with our BMI, dude. Our national BMI index, the fatter we get, the more appealing we are to sharks in the ocean. And it just makes sense.
So fat shaming isn't working, but shark attacks might.
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. So as I'm getting ready to go to the ocean, don't worry. I'm only going to go about ankle deep. I know my the strong tides and whatnot.
I got sexy ankles.
Yeah. There's a pool that I'll be going to, and I'll check the pool for sharks before I hop in. But yeah, somehow, some way, America became number one in that, and I think almost ranked last in the world in education, but number one in shark attacks. So
we'll take number one, baby. USA.
And maybe this has nothing to do with one or the other. And I just spout off conspiracy theories in the morning, but maybe there are signs on beaches that have a prevalent shark, existence in the beach area, right? And the people can't read the signs because we're last in the world in education. So they say danger, shark attacks, don't go in the water. And then somebody will just look at it and just, claim that says, oh, water looks great or something like that.
So these sharks are opportunists.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
Yeah. Make it nice and easy. And it's not even great whites anymore. There's bull sharks, there's tiger sharks, all different types of sharks that are attacking now. So they're all
Shark Tank, CEOs, all types.
Also, we made an announcement on our Facebook page yesterday. We definitely could have saw this coming, but Ozzy Osbourne has pulled out of Power Trip. That's the big festival that's happening at the Coachella grounds in Indio, which we're very excited about. And a lot of great bands, but Ozzy, he has gone back and forth. He's definitely had health issues. Anyone who's lived his lifestyle, you would think should have died 100 times over. And maybe he did. And he's just still here because he's just a a medical marvel. But unfortunately, him getting on stage in October was just too soon. His body and mind is just not ready for it. He put out a statement. He said that his friends are going to fill his spot, so people are speculating what band it may be. It's probably going to be pretty massive. Still in the area, like the realm of 80s hard rock, you got to think. So it'll be interesting to see. But in the like press release that he put out, he was just like, I was, as you know, I was going to take all of 2023 off. And then, then I got this offer and I said, F it. Right. So in so many words, you're just like, they just backed up the bank truck to my house and I couldn't say no. But now that
Sharon's
we're
looking at him like,
right. And it makes you wonder, because I know those tickets are expensive. I know the entire kind of ecosystem of the major music festival is a huge moneymaker, but the big part of it is a huge cost to even put these things on. So they are giving these bands absurd like guarantees that they just cannot make filling up a stadium on their own, right? Well, I want to know exactly how much money that was gonna be, right? Like, how much would it be for you to do a 45-minute set at Power Trip for Ozzy Osbourne
after moving back to London town?
Yeah, after moving back, say, hey, come back to the States and just play a show. I know you retired like 7 times over. I know you're in like bad health, but how much will it take? I want to know that number, because at one point they said, yeah, F health, F everything.
Pretty much.
And let's do it.
You might die on this tour.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like,
It's not even a tour, though. It's just a one-off.
A quick one-off.
Yeah, so how much? It's more than 1 million.
I'd say 50 million.
50, see, but this is the problem. Yeah, this is the problem with getting up that high. Then you don't see it as financially viable for the organizers of the festival to make any money.
Plan they put them on.
Right. Well, like, you can't pay him 50 million because you can't pay Guns N' Roses 50 million as well, and Tool, and so it'd be interesting to see exactly. Like, I know that's like private
Free
information.
Mascara for the rest of his life. I don't know.
Nope. No, it's got to be more than that.
That is a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
What would coerce the Lord of what is his name? Of Darkness?
Yes.
Oh, it's too early. I can't remember. Prince of Darkness.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Yeah. Your guesses here are on wild ends of the spectrum that are so far off. You either say 50 million or free eyeliner. I mean, well, I'm guaranteeing you it's somewhere far in the middle.
Rocker. I don't know.
I don't know. You're sounding like Ozzy right now.
Oh, it's too early for this.
Either way, that's bad news. But as soon as there's a replacement for Ozzy announced, which I'm sure will be within the next week or two, you'll be first to hear it through us and our social media pages. So keep an eye on that. Let's get this show moving. We got your morning moron coming up. We're back here live on the podcast broadcast. Yes, that was Rico's impersonation of Ozzy. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining. Good morning, Sweden. All right, there you got our
Sweden.
Yes, our Swedish streamer on Twitch checking us out this morning as well. Good morning, Mari.
Oh, good morning.
Yeah. All right, we got a lot of stuff going on, man. It's been a crazy day so far too, because I've been mentally like thinking it's Friday, right? It's Tuesday. We just squeezed in a tap out. We did an F My Life where we literally went through 0 emails because we had 2 back-to-back calls. And the second one was so mind-blowing.
That was intense.
Yeah, that we really had to unpack it. It was like 9 minutes. We're going to share that a little bit later on. We pulled off a Rap GPT song today about nocturnal admissions. You heard that?
I did. Really good.
Yeah. So that was
a bopper.
The thing about these Rap GPT songs, I was, we're talking about off air, and I was explaining this to our like promo kids at the remote last weekend, is that the premise of it is 100% radio bit, meaning that we won't take these lyrics and go into an actual studio to record them professionally, because we're not pretending to be anything else. But it's a challenge of getting these lyrics put together from ChatGPT and then performing it live on the air, 100% live.
Oh, it's live.
Yeah, and to try to make it sound as studio quality as possible. That's the challenge. That's the bit and the fun of it. And, the more it sounds like it was recorded professionally, like on the 17th take, the better we did. And we literally, I pulled these lyrics up. I hand them to Rico. We talked 10 minutes about this guy getting blackmailed over a dick pic. And then we had like 3 minutes to reset.
Like, oh yeah, we got to do this.
Yeah. And we literally went into the song, not necessarily even knowing which order we were going to go. In fact, we actually on the fly, we ended the song doing a little back and forth that you would think that we rehearsed, but we literally just, without even speaking about it, we just did it, right?
Raw and real.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Like two guys on the corner of Bed-Stuy in 1995.
That's right. I even threw in a mom joke in there at the end.
That was a good one. That was good.
Yeah. I mean, whenever I get
It was
a joke.
okay. It was all right. Overrated.
Wasn't his favorite.
No, it wasn't his favorite, unfortunately. He's, but yeah. So actually, I'll play you a little bit in case you missed it. I mean, that's how much I like it. But I'm just gonna play you the back and forth where like we're just riding this beat, and this is the first time that when the beat, like the drum and bass, like dropped off, and it's just the melodic part. Like that's the first time we even heard that part of the song. So we didn't even get a chance to listen to the instrumental all the way through. We literally heard like 30 seconds of the instrumental. So I would hope, for you guys that are on the inside watching the podcast broadcast, that the challenger. What's up, Valdez? All right.
Hey.
You poke your head in there. It's my Friday. And squeeze a chair so you can get all super cozy. All right. So here's what I was talking about.
Fantasies where pleasure spreads.
And bears. Oh, I gotta get a little. Here's the breakdown that we did. And again, like didn't even know this was gonna happen. We're thinking maybe it's gonna be the end of the song, and then we just picked it back up. It's in view. Yeah, I'm an adult man, but I still dream at night. Nocturnal emissions, the fire inside.
What dreams?
Shadows in my mind, they twist and they turn, but I won't let embarrassment make me crash and burn. See, right? I won't. I mean, I just take a nap and I wake up with a trap.
You need a towel, dude.
Yo, look, late at night as the moon begins to gleam, I drift into dreams where reality is streamed. Nocturnal emissions, a surprise to unfold, unleashing desires, stories waiting to be told.
In the depths of my slumber, my mind takes flight. Nocturnal emissions, painting scenes so bright. Visions of passion woven in silken threads. I awaken drenched in fantasies where pleasure spreads.
Embarrassment may try to cast a dark veil, but these nocturnal emissions know they never fail. They're a testament to a subconscious playground where desires roam freely, unchained and unbound.
Navigate the day with the grown man's guise, but when the night arrives, my spirit truly flies. Nocturnal emissions, a reminder of youth's flame, keeping the embers burning, never playing tame.
Yeah, I'm an adult man, but I still dream at night. Nocturnal emissions, a liquid fire inside, and the shadows of my mind, yes, they twist and they turn, but I won't let embarrassment make me crash and burn. Nope. Yeah, I'm an adult man, but I still dream at night. Nocturnal emissions, a liquid fire inside, in the shadows of my mind, they twist and they turn, but I won't let embarrassment make me crash and burn. See? Just know that it's natural to let it go.
It's important to embrace a healthy attitude towards these experiences. It's crucial, Beef.
Yes, thank you, ChatGPT. Thank you. Now I'm not embarrassed to be a 40-year-old man having nocturnal emissions.
Don't be late to work.
Yes. Last time I dreamed about your mom, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, cut the mic.
Yeah, so there you go.
What I do like a lot right now is my street cred is increased because my parole officer is making sure I'm at work right now.
Yes, right. Oh, and Aaron, I'm coming to San Diego tomorrow, man. So I'm gonna hit you up. So that's a heads up, Aaron. If you're still watching the stream, Aaron's been living out there in San Diego, and and I was looking forward to surprising all the friends I know out there all last minute, and then I'm gonna hit them up all last minute. Hey, what are you doing? And they're gonna be out of town, and then I'm gonna be pissed at them and be like, you know what? Fuck you, unblock me. Unblock me. I mean, block me. Either one. Yeah. So, but yeah, I hope you're still watching there, Aaron, because I will be checking out your brewery and stuff like that. I'll be out there 6 days. I guess I gotta fucking Uber. I don't know. So here's the deal.
Uber.
Skateboard.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna skateboard. Fat guys don't skateboard. Am I wrong, Valdez?
What?
Yeah, see. So like with that, I can't do that, but then I'm not driving out there. I have to ride out with my mom because I'm so broke. I was thinking about renting a car because like my car right now is not road trip worthy. And that was stressing me out, and I don't necessarily have the credit card stuff. So my mom's like, you just ride with us. I'm like, all right, fine. And then but now, like, I'm going to be kind of stuck in whatever the hell she wants to do in her truck. And that sucks, too. So this vacation It's somewhat like purgatory in a way. Like, I don't know. It might be one of those vacations that I need a vacation from. That's what we're seeing. So
do you feel like a bit like a kid? Because you're like, I'm going on vacation with my mom. She's driving. Yay.
Yeah. I have to. Yeah. Well, that's the kind of thing. Like, you asked me what's the wildest thing I did on vacation, which is not going to be anything I'm doing in this vacation. This one's family trip all day long. And apparently I have to give Thick Nick a shout out in Aaron's car real quick. So that's a shout out. Aaron just made that comment on the podcast broadcast stream. We are live, youtube.com/beefvegan. Mari's in studio. Good morning, Mari.
Good morning.
We have so much to get to, including the F My Life emails we didn't even get to read yet, your TMI top 5, and so much more. We're going to continue that after Metallica's 72 Seasons. And the reason why I'm playing this song is because it said on the RDS feed, if you're riding along in your car, Metallica 72 Seasons for the last week. So now, at least it's legit.
Yes.
Yeah. That, your single song takeover, so much more coming up. But keep it right here. It's Rock 102.1.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, did you notice that? It says 72 Seasons on RDS feed? Yeah, squeeze in. Like, you pull up a ladder or something and try to squeeze
a ladder.
in. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like you're about to rip my skull out.
Yeah. You scare people. You're a girthy man. So, I know. It's true.
Weirdo. Stay away from me. Oh, Valdez.
Puncher.
I mean, she's not Britney Spears, so I can't smack her.
All right, we're gonna
Too soon.
look at that. That was last week's joke. All right, so here's the deal. We're gonna get Valdez set up. Earlier this morning, we did a 5-star review. It was hilarious. In case you missed it, it went a little something like this. All right, if you're new to the program here in Rock 102.1, my good friend Rico likes to go out and just be a consumer to local businesses around town. And when he has a pleasurable experience, he immediately goes home and heads to Google to leave a review. And that's what this is right now. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Rico's 5-star review. What did we review today, Rico?
There's a Pizza Hut on Speedway.
Oh, yes, there is.
Mhm.
All right. Well, then lay it on us.
Will do, Captain. All right. So I was rummaging through some old boxes recently because I was trying to find some blackmail I had on someone and came across a memory box full of knickknacks and childhood belongings. I saw a familiar looking paper that caught my immediate attention, so I grabbed it and saw that it was an official Book It Pizza Hut Reading Award certificate. In bold writing, it stated, "You have met the reading goal for the month, and this entitles you to 1 free personal pan pizza, parentheses, 1 topping."
Oh, yeah.
You can imagine my excitement. I studied it more with some effervescent and enthusiastic glee I haven't felt in decades. Student met goal for the month of June. Date issued, July 5th, 1996. School name, Mountain View. But then my heart sank when I saw the red letters below and it said, "This certificate expires 1 month from date issued."
Oh.
I sat in silence, despondent and defeated for about 10 minutes until something snapped. A moment of genius. I quickly grabbed a red pen and very carefully crossed out where it said 1 month and wrote 30 years underneath it, as if a teacher or a Pizza Hut official made the modification. Now, the certificate would officially expire on July 5th, 2026.
Oh, nice.
I would still have roughly 3 years to redeem a free 1-topping personal pan pizza from any Pizza Hut of my choosing because I earned it.
Yes, you did.
I didn't feel morally wrong to do so either. Arbitrary rules are just there for the rich and powerful to laugh at us as if we're their little playthings. Fighting back, even on the smallest levels, is a win in my book.
Yep.
I wasn't going to wait any longer, and I had to get this long overdue personal pan pizza down my gullet to somehow satiate my appetite and perhaps even heal some childhood wounds. I chose the closest Pizza Hut I could find and pulled into the one on Speedway on a mission. I walked in confidently dressed in a white collar, button-up shirt and some pleated khakis while holding a manila envelope in my right hand. The young employee, Sarah, greeted me with the old Pizza Hut warmth, but I wasn't going to beat around the bush. I pulled out the certificate from the envelope and said, "Good afternoon. I would like to redeem this free 1-topping personal pan pizza certificate, please. I know people like to get fancy, but I'm just going to stick with the classic pepperoni topping. Thank you very much. I'll wait by the door." I slowly backed away with my arms held in front of me and waited by the door. Sarah stood there just looking at the paper and then glancing back at me, but I wasn't going to budge.
Nope.
I knew she wanted me to, but I refused. "Sir, this is from 1996. "Yeah, and?" "Well, for one thing, this won't even scan, and secondly, these expire after 1 month for the Book It program. Is there a mix-up or something? Do you have a son or daughter?" Listen, Sarah, I didn't read all 144 poems and blow through 184 pages of Shel Silverstein's Falling Up in June of 1996 for a 1-month expiration, okay? Clean Jean, Danny O'Dare, Forgetful Paul Revere, Hungry Kid Island. Do these mean anything to you, Sarah? Didn't think so. The Pizza Hut manager in Prescott was so impressed with my skills, he put an override on the expiration date. For 30 years? He said that was even lowballing it. Sir, I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to redeem this. You're a grown man and not eligible for the Book It program anymore. Are you saying I can't read, Sarah? This is just like Morgan's curse. This certificate is a treasure and a curse. This is stressing me out. Our voices kept raising, and eventually the manager came over and pulled her aside to have a private conversation. I could tell Sarah was flustered because she knew she was in the wrong. He glanced over at me and saw the sweat pouring down from my forehead, and I think he was disturbed by my heavy breathing a little.
Yeah, I would be.
He whispered something to her and then walked to the back kitchen door and stared at us through the door window. Okay, sir. He said he'll call the manager in Prescott to confirm later, but we'll go ahead and give you a good faith personal pan pizza for free. Thank you. I'll wait by the door, I proudly proclaimed. So about 25 minutes later, I was in my room online reading about what books to pretend to read to impress people while enjoying the best personal pan pizza I've ever had. Pizza tastes better when served with justice. Thank you for keeping your word, Pizza Hut. 5 stars.
Oh, Jesus. How many people are going to go through their old, read, what was it called again? The pizza
Bucket program.
The
Bucket
Book It
program?
Pizza Hut reading award certificate. And
Obviously,
I
I
hope the
never was
entirety of
awarded
Tucson
one.
does that. You need to
They
fight back. You
still
earned
do it.
They still do it?
Mhm.
Do they really?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, they still have the program, and I think they just looked at you, Rico, and like, you know what? He looks special. Let's just let this happen. It's okay.
I earned it. Okay, Shel
All right, we're
Silverstein.
back here live on
One
the
job.
air. You
Be a
should
lot
get
name
Spears to
dropping
do
on
that
books, too.
reenactment
That's
on the
excellent.
podcast
Real 5-star
broadcast. I
review
think
that
would
you
be
can see
fun.
on Google by
why don't you go
searching that
pull,
pizza
see if
location
he
on
has that,
Speedway.
because if he has it down,
If
show
you
video.
come across it,
All
make
right,
sure you
let's
give it
see,
a thumbs up.
Archer
Oh, it's
said,
at
do you
the
think
reset.
beef
We
would
got more
ever
beef
want to
and
go
presents
on a
coming up
ghost hunt?
next.
I run a team and would love to take beef on a ghost hunt. Haunted conversations, team manager, and I want pizza now. Archer,
it.
email me. Yeah, that sounds like something that'd be fun. In fact, actually, I was gonna bring up to my mom and my sister when we go to San Diego because they live in my former house. And I was just thinking about this yesterday. I do feel like my former house was haunted by some kind of spirit. And it's not because I seen anything. It was always a feeling. And then the thing is, I would have these wicked dreams, wicked, haunted, scary, terrifying dreams.
Were they, what kind of dreams were they? Were they,
No, they weren't nocturnal
Nocturnal
emissions.
emissions?
No, they weren't
No?
those.
Okay.
Right? I wish, but no, I literally would have terrifying dreams and like wake up with sweats while I was in this house. And the dreams were of being haunted by something in that house, right? It was
Creepy.
just something there. And I'm wondering now that they've been living at my house since I moved away, if they have any of those experiences as well. I'll give you an update when I come back from San Diego.
After he gets stabbed.
you're asking the new tenants, like, how does your butt feel when you wake up? Is it cold? Is it, they're like, what are you talking about?
No, yeah,
God, I'm just curious.
no, I'm not haunted by a butt demon, dude.
All right, a butt demon.
Yeah, what do you? That's crazy.
rough.
Yeah. Let's get into our TMI top 5, shall we? All right. These are the top 5 headlines I didn't get to today. A woman in Massachusetts who'd been missing for a week was found by hikers, and she's been okay. This actually happened a few days back. It turns out she walked into a big patch of mud and was stuck there for several days. It's like a quicksand.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying.
Right. You just kind of stuck in mud, and then you're just waiting for people to come by. Luckily, she screamed enough every few moments that eventually hikers walking by, they heard the screams, they found her stuck in mud, and
Big hiking tip: take a whistle with you. Take a whistle, just put it on a little keychain, put it on your hiking bag or whatever, because your voice will eventually give out, but you will be able to use that whistle.
yeah.
Does a slide whistle count?
Yeah. Slide whistle.
Someone's in trouble or they're having a lot of fun.
Don't bring a slide whistle because they'll run the other way thinking there's a clown party on the other side of the hill, right? It's terrifying. All right, a guy in Iowa might have the largest collection of pencils in the world, more than 70,000 of them.
All right, nerd.
Yeah, right?
Mm.
2 people from the American Pencil Collector Society counted them. Yes, this is all new information to me as well. Counted them last weekend. He's waiting on Guinness to confirm, but again, they're just going to take their sweet ass time on this one.
They have a
Sharpened or not sharpened?
Not sharpened. And the thing about this 70,000 pencils, to beat this, all you have to do is buy wholesale. And
Right.
it doesn't seem like it'd be too expensive.
No.
This guy has been collecting them 25 cents at a time for quite some time.
There's got to be some kind of criteria
Right.
of like it's got to be made out of this special wood.
It should be sharpened by hand.
Fine.
Sharpened by hand.
Yeah.
That's torturous.
Like whittled it.
No, you put it in and you twist it. You know how it works.
Electric.
Come on.
Looks like UPS workers might go on strike soon over wages and working conditions. The last time they did was over 25 years ago in 1997, and it lasted 15 days and cost the company hundreds of millions of dollars. This time, if they went on strike, it would only cost the company about $15 because most people use Amazon.
Yeah, but UPS will still deliver Amazon.
They will.
Yeah, they utilize them.
Yeah.
So
A writer strike and a UPS strike in the same week?
A lot of striking going on. Yeah. I better not hope for a radio strike. All right, a
because he
couple.
leaves for San Diego.
A couple celebrating their anniversary in Costa Rica were left stranded with no money after Uber accidentally charged them $30,000 for a single ride.
Oh,
Yeah.
yikes.
It eventually got reversed, but they had no money for 4 days and still lived like a king. That's what I hear about Costa Rica.
I'm surprised
Jeez.
that Uber actually reversed it in 4 days. I'm surprised they were like, you need to wait 21 days
Right.
and you need to
Yeah.
provide all this proof and blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. Yeah.
Serious, yeah. All right, and finally, the Snail Racing World Championship is returning. All right, for the first time since the pandemic. I guess snails were too.
They're all the rage.
Yeah. Well, Snail Racing World Championships have returned in England, and people do race snails. As a matter of fact, the Guinness World Records awarded the event with the record with the longest running humane snail racing world championships. That's not to be confused with the inhumane world championships, where they light a little fire, they got a little lighter.
Salt.
They flick them.
Salt.
Salt snail championship.
All the dick ways to make a snail go faster.
You Americans are disgusting.
It's like Mario Kart, but instead of throwing banana, just throw salt.
Yes. The championships started in 1960s. Snails attempt to cover a distance of 13 inches.
Wow.
The world record is 22 seconds set by a snail, and it's only second and boring next to NASCAR. All right, we're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast, youtube.com/beefvegan. All right, Spears, get in here. Spears!
Spears, we need you to do some coverage on snail racing.
Yeah, no, Spears would know all the different fun facts of everything.
He left.
So. Well,
Scared him away.
yeah, I'll text him. Get your ass back in here.
Well, let me knock on the window.
Yeah, no, I got him. Oh, I got to invite Addie as well. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to pull up the video that he's going to be referencing on Instagram so you can
funny.
see that and
I'm so
see
excited.
how
I know,
well
me
he
too.
can pull it off verbatim. We're also going to have Addie from Tucson Foodie checking in with us to tell us a bunch of stuff. And I got that pepper give it up on the way for you, Anthony. So
Nice.
I did not forget about that as well. Earlier this morning, we had the craziest F my life of 2023. In fact, we got to no emails because we had 2 back-to-back calls. The second call was mind-blowing. In case you missed it, went a little something like this. Check it out.
Self-loving by your mom?
It is awkward.
Did you do something that got you fired from your job?
I just get stupider.
It's fun being stupid.
Don't hide this in vain. Let us laugh at your pain. Call 600-KFMA right away.
I promise we won't embarrass you.
Because Beef Vegan presents F My Life. F My Life. F My Life.
Yes, it's time for another edition of Your F My Life. These are unfortunate situations. Email to me at beefvegan@kfma.com. Subject line FML. But of course, if you have an F My Life you care to share on the air, and give us a call 600-KFMA. That's 600-5362. And Weirdo, Rico, and I will weigh in on your F My Life situation. If we agree your life is F, we'll hook you up with, oh, son of a bitch, I should do the summer of... hold on. Let's go to the phones real quick. Rock 12.1, who's this?
Hey, what caller am I?
What caller are you? What do you mean? Are you have an F My Life you want to share with us? You trying to call KFMA or are you listening to KLPX?
No, I was listening to KFMA.
All right, cool. All right.
That's my life.
Yeah, you got an F My Life?
Yeah, I got a few of them.
All right.
Just give us one.
Yeah. I doubt you have one, but go ahead and give me an F My Life situation and we'll weigh in on it.
Let's see. Last year, I took on a third business partner after starting a construction business with a guy I worked with. First guy and I, within 6 months, had lined up over $3 million worth of work. We were up to like 10 employees. Took on this guy who was like a sweater vest wearing, Bible study, going type of guy in high school, didn't drink, didn't smoke, nothing.
Right.
Great arrow. I thought he'd be a great guy because my partner failed to get his contractor's license on time, sort of dropped the ball, and we needed it to do that work. So we partnered up with this guy, and it turned out that he had been working under this architect here in town. I won't reveal any names, but that architect had been teaching him how to rip off clients, and I caught him doing that.
Oh.
And then he tried to say we didn't have any sort of profit sharing agreement going on when we partnered up in the first place, and tried to screw me out of the $50,000 plus that he owed me. And then he dropped the ball and lost a job of over $800,000. It was going to keep our guys busy for 6 months. And I went through all my savings, keeping our guys busy. And then my girlfriend had a manic episode not long after that due to the stress that all that caused, and had to be hospitalized. And it put me through the ringer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That is a triple F my life, dude.
Yeah.
Big baby.
Shut up, Rico.
Joking.
Nah.
That's
You
quintessential
heartless
F my life.
bastard.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Hey, the upside is that the guy who was stealing the money was foolish enough to admit in writing that we had a profit sharing agreement that he never honored. So he's not a good thief.
Nice. Well, yeah, that is good. Oh, yeah, I got another caller on the phone too. We're loaded up with F My Life today. What's the other line? Caller, what's your name?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Well, what's your name, man?
Yeah. Okay. I'm using a pseudonym. My name is John Doe currently.
All right, John Doe as an F My Life.
Is pretty bad.
All right, what you got?
So last week, I was searching around on Tinder, blah, 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 met somebody, everything looked great. So they sent me a couple pictures. I decided to send a couple pictures in response.
Right.
Turns out now they are blackmailing me, saying that they're going to post all the pictures onto all my social media posts and basically try and destroy my life. So I've been dealing with that for the last 5 days.
Yeah, that's
buddy.
brutal. And honestly, I'm in a similar scenario, not getting blackmailed, but in dating and stuff, you exchange pictures, right?
Mhm.
And so that is like a terrifying tale. Yeah, how bad are the pictures really, though?
Are they bad?
Yeah, like what's the blackmail gonna like?
Are you doing something very avant-garde?
Yeah. Like
I mean they've already sent they've got a fake profile up on social media, posting pictures of me and my family, and also me screenshots of a list of all the people that they're going to send those pictures to.
Now, are you cheating, or is that why the blackmail?
No, I am 100% single.
Right.
But I'm also not. I don't want to be I'm not looking to be a porn star.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is obviously on the surface, F My Life. I do immediately, like, my instinct is to come up with an alibi and be like, that's CGI, baby.
Yeah,
that's
fake. That's
that's fake.
Trust me, I've been coming up with everything I can think of, including trying to find the real person that's behind it.
Yeah.
The posing, of course, is a female, and it's honestly a male from another country.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's brutal. Yeah. And that's a thing. Like, now the person that you match with on Tinder, were they like super hot initially,
like
their
10?
profile? Yeah, like a 10. Let's be real. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, dude.
Exactly.
You got to remember your surroundings and stuff, like a Tucson 10.
And their grammar was horrible. You're like, they're just dumb blonde, though.
Right. You got to think, like, I go through and I've done the swiping and stuff. If a chick looks way too hot, then I'm like, no, I don't believe it. You're unbelievable.
Well, and that was the thing, is it wasn't too much, but it was definitely attractive. And so I took the bait and then jumped over to, another way to communicate. And that's when stuff went south real quick, real fast, and bombarded with threats of sending money immediately, wire transfer, PayPal, you name it. They were demanding, or they would post.
Man, you know what I would do? Honestly, I'm outraged for you. First off, I would take a picture of my no-go hole. And just straight up send that to him too. Be like, why don't you post that too, you son of a bitch?
Yep, double down.
Yeah, go after
all in.
Exactly. You're like, I got no shame.
Shame.
Yeah, you're trying to blackmail a man without shame.
Part of me was like, you know what, just go for it. But at the same time, I've got kids,
So I
Yeah.
don't need my kids.
Well, if they do that with the family,
knowing
it's like
what's going on.
legal staining. I mean, at that point, you can report them and the account and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
the social
Yeah,
dilemma.
I've done all that, and here's the best part is that one of the social media platforms that I did went ahead and contacted them. They said there was nothing wrong with the content. I filed actually 4 different reports with them, and they kept responding, "We don't see anything wrong with this person's page, and if they're bullying you, just go ahead and block them." So,
Yeah.
Okay.
Did they,
Cool.
And they sent you pictures first, right?
Yeah,
All right.
Yep.
Email me those pictures.
address, everything, and it was all scam city.
Wow.
That's
And the
nerve-wracking.
pictures look real and they all look like the same person?
Yeah,
They're getting good these
yeah.
days,
So
man.
obviously, it was somebody that had been manipulated just as I have.
Yeah.
So some poor female is being exploited in the way that I am, and so who
And then
knows
maybe you'll meet her and
where
you
my
actually date.
picture's popping up next and what name it's being used under. It's probably out there already.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. That is crazy. And let that be a lesson to everyone out there on the dating apps. Be careful who you swipe on and exchange pictures with.
Please,
And,
yeah.
And
for
you
the love
learn.
of God,
You
do
learn
not.
Keep it updated, man. I want to hear the rest how this goes.
Yeah.
I'm stoked.
And Rico did mention in there, like maybe you'll eventually cross paths with the woman
real
who's
one.
like nudes they actually were, and you guys will fall in love and live happily
And we'll
ever
make
after.
a Netflix movie out of you guys.
Yeah.
You never know, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, they're going to, I guess, try to send D-pics to everybody on your friend list and whatever.
Do it first, like you said.
Yeah.
Beat him to the punch.
Yeah.
Own the narrative.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, fantastic, John Doe. And
Jeez.
yeah, sorry about your luck there. There's so much more to unpack. So I hope you give us an update on this story. And
Sure.
and again, my instinct is to just fight back and double down. But I understand why that would not be a good call for you. And
Yeah, it's definitely a sticky situation.
yeah, we got a
Yeah.
party going on here in the podcast broadcast. I have Addie backstage. I see you, Addie. I'm going to get you in here in just a second. But as you can see, we had a full crew. There is a reenactment that was done. I'm going to show you real quick. Now, this is kind of the reason why I got the job. I was working another job as a producer. I was being abused verbally on a regular basis and sucked fucking ass, right? And we were live streaming, much like we're doing this show now. But this show's better. And this little incident happened and somebody recorded it, posted online, and went viral within the industry. Fast forward a couple years later, number 1 in the market, blah, 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 blah. All right. So check this out. This is what it said.
You started off yesterday morning throwing me under the bus about our lunch and your fucking bullshit. What's going on with you? Are you having a hard time?
No, dude,
you
I
having a
wasn't
hard
even
time
throwing you
working
under the
with me?
bus. It's just
Are
the
you
way that
having-
you took it.
Are you
I wasn't
having
throwing
a
you
hard
under the
time?
bus. Why are you
Are
being
you
so
having a hard time?
sensitive?
Are you having a hard time working with me?
No, not at all, dude.
It
I don't
feels
understand
like
why
it.
you're freaking out about shit.
I'm having a hard time working with you because you're bugging me.
Oh, give me a fucking
When
break,
I ask
dude.
you to stop doing something, stop doing it. Stop being a little 14-year-old button pusher.
Why are you being
all
so
right?
sensitive about shit? I
Because
can't
you're
make
fucking
any
annoying.
observation whatsoever.
You're fucking annoying. That's why.
Well, are you having a
So-
hard time?
So stop being fucking annoying. All right.
All
I'm
right.
sick of it.
Are you? All right, so the reason why I played that clip is because apparently we have colleagues that memorize this and reenact it on a regular basis. So I asked them to give me said reenactment, and it went a little something like this: a little Instagram reenactment.
Let's go.
Yeah, go.
Real quick, dude. What's your fucking deal?
What?
You're over here pushing my buttons like a fucking 14-year-old.
I didn't even do anything. What?
Wait, big fan? Go fuck yourself, dude.
I don't even.
That's all I know.
Fucking Valdez with the spot on beef vegan impersonation. I know. Ridiculous. And well done. Anonymous colleague who's walking around in the background who didn't want to be on camera doing that. Yes.
Gabagoo.
Yeah, we have Addie from Tucson Foodie joining us on the stream. Good morning, Addie. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm in Sedona this morning, so we're
I
living
know.
life.
The vortex.
Yeah, look at her humble bragging right now. It's a full-blown humble brag.
It's
what are you
still
doing in
hot,
Sedona?
so not bragging. Just it's hot. It's still hot here. It's not nice.
All right. Well, what are you doing in Sedona?
I just wanted to get out of Tucson because it was hot.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
And then, and then you go to Sedona and it's still hot. So you can't escape the heat. What was the not so fun fact, Weirdo, that you had for us this morning regarding heat?
Yeah, we broke the record of consecutive excessive heat warnings. 6 days and 16 hours, beating 2020's record of 6 days and 10 hours.
Oh.
And then we had like a break for 10 minutes, and now we're back on the excessive heat warning again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that break means that
it resets.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So yeah.
Congratulations there. Congratulations.
Yeah, 15 minutes of not 108 in Tucson.
Yeah, sure.
For 10 minutes.
Yay.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the reason why we have Addie, of course, Addie works for TucsonFoodie.com. You got a cool event coming up that you wanted to share with us?
Yeah, we've got 2. The first one is this weekend. So clear your schedules for both Saturdays, this Saturday, next Saturday. We're doing the Moto Sonora pool party. And it's their delayed grand opening. So they opened in 2020 just in time for COVID to hit.
Right.
So 3 years later, amid a heat warning, we're doing the 3-year delayed, belated grand opening celebration. So there's going to be pools. There's going to be 1 large one, 2 small ones. I think Porsche is bringing some of their vintage cars. The VIP section is going to have awesome food from Barrio Brewing, and just all kinds of cool stuff. Beat the heat at Moto Sonora.
Yeah, nice. So there's going to be beer and pools, basically, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So that's happening this weekend. And are these kiddie pools, or are they bringing in real pools? Did they build a pool? What?
They didn't build a pool, but they've got one giant one, and my arms aren't obviously that size of a pool, but you know, 1 giant one, 2 small ones. Your dogs are allowed to go because they've got a dog run. So, you know, bring your pets, cool down.
Nice.
Yeah. Cool.
That's awesome. All right. Well, that's going down this weekend. Of course, TucsonFoodie.com for more information on that. What's the other event you wanted to talk about?
Oh, the other one is at the Iron Chef next Saturday. So I know you guys are all putting that together, and we're working together to put on the grilled cheese showdown.
Yeah, I need details on this, Addie, because everyone out there thinks they're an expert grilled cheese maker, right? How are they, going to not only submit to try to be a contestant in this, and then what do they have to do you know what they have to bring? Do they have to bring their own materials to make the grilled cheese? What's the deal?
Yeah, we'll supply everything. So basically, you have until tonight at midnight to submit your grilled cheese recipe. Well, you know what's funny is that of all the submissions, we haven't had just a standard Kraft American Singles white bread grilled cheese. We've had just a ton of super creative recipes come in. We've got a vegan one. Some of them have apricot slices. I mean, people are really doing the most for this thing. But basically, amazing. Yeah, it's going to be really, really awesome. So we have the room set aside from 3 to 4, I think. The competition starts at 3:15, and you'll just go head to head after being mentored by either Ken Foy or Devin Sanner, and you'll get you'll be able to elevate your recipe, figure out how to make a proper grilled cheese from the chefs. And from there you'll compete. The winner gets the Golden Spatula Award that it's an inaugural award that we're trying out this year.
Nice.
The Golden Spatula is very
Was there any
submission
submission that you're absolutely not?
Yeah, was there anything gross that you came across?
No, we've had
good.
really, really good submissions. I mean, I wasn't sure about the vegan one because I'm not a vegan, and I'm not sure about vegan cheese.
Yeah, vegan cheese is terrible.
But the rest of the ingredients, I think it's going to be held together really well.
That's gonna be interesting. That will be interesting. I don't know. I did find out that you can grill a grilled cheese with olive oil. There's all different types of things that you could make grilled bread on. Valdez was giving me a breakdown on that, and he's 300 pounds, so I trust his judgment on that. But yeah, I think I want to. I'm going to be there, co-hosting along with Shane and everyone from Tucson Foodie, and just having a good time. But I kind of want to submit myself to do the classic Kraft American grilled cheese, because I mean sometimes you can't deny the classics. I mean, yeah, I love cheddar, I love all different types of cheeses, but the processed chemical melt of Kraft cheese is the best.
Plastic.
Yes. I don't know.
I'm low key excited about this.
You should
almost more than the main event.
Yeah,
Taste
you're
that
right.
grilled cheese.
So you still have availability for submissions for people who think they got the best grilled cheese in town?
Oh, for sure. If they just go to TucsonFoodie.com, you can type in grilled cheese, and it'll take you directly to the submission page. So we'll just ask that you take a photo, give us your recipes, and then by the end of the week, or I think, the 13th, which is Thursday, I believe, or what day it is, whatever. Devin and Ken will be the ones actually selecting who they want to mentor.
Nice. Okay, good.
So it'll be totally up to them. No one on the Tucson Foodie team has any bias or influence. It'll be up to the chefs themselves.
Well, I think Chef Kenneth Foy knows a thing or two about grilled cheeses because he's been running the Sexy Grilled Cheese Company now for a couple of years, and that's one of the best places in town to get a grilled cheese. So, yeah, it's going to be awesome. TucsonFoodie.com if you want to submit your recipe to be one of our grilled cheese chefs for the Iron Chef competition that's happening on July 22nd at Casino del Sol. We're going to keep the conversation moving on the podcast broadcast. Be back more with that after this. It's Rock 102.1 KFMA. Oh, it's almost so smooth, Addie. You almost hear that? I was almost so professional, and I just almost tripped up on my fat
for everything.
Nah, I know. Well, I appreciate you popping in on the stream, and I'm glad that it worked out pretty good. Let me see the background there. So where are you staying at in Sedona? This looks like a competition hall.
It's at a resort, but I was gonna go and sit in the coffee lounge, but it was really loud, so they let me have like my own private work room.
Yeah, nice. You're like, I got an important conference call, important Zoom, so want to set me up. Got to talk about grilled cheese real quick.
You know how.
I don't know if you guys know, I'm Addie at Tucson Foodie. Yeah, zero influence here in Sedona.
Name dropping. I don't know. They have an Arizona reach and stuff, so I'm sure you got plenty of
Hey, Sedona doesn't have gastronomy central there.
City
right?
of gastronomy.
Yeah, that's right.
Gastronomy. Yeah, no.
Nothing's been good. My dog ate well.
Yeah, exactly. In fact, actually, Tucson or Sedona food is shit. It's overpriced, and that's my hot take today. I'm sorry,
hot take.
Yeah, I like to throw out some hot takes. What did you eat last night?
I'll take it.
Yeah, what did you eat last night?
I had a Aki tuna nachos, and then I had a Parmesan chicken, which I did not finish because it wasn't what I loved. Didn't make my heart happy.
You know what? If you fuck up a Parmesan chicken, then you just don't know what you're doing in the kitchen.
Yep.
I think they think they can get away with it because they've got like the beautiful red rocks. I'm like, look at the red rocks. Eat this food.
Basically.
Yeah.
You paid $2,000 to be here. Of course it's good.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Well, I'll let you get back to your vacation, Addie, and then we're gonna have you on again here soon. So don't be a stranger. And you come in. You could also tell your ex to finish his fucking studio. That would be nice. But,
low key, I was like, oh shit, am I gonna have to see Scott if I run in there and Adam? So I'm like, maybe I'll just stick to remote.
Well, no worries, because if you come in before, I don't know, noon, like any given day, you won't see him. So he's on this very relaxed schedule.
I love that for him.
I go months without seeing him, which is fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, I recommend you try to go a few years. It's good for your soul. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's a great guy. Good engineer, that Scott.
Yeah, no. I mean, it'd be good if he finished things up. I'm just saying. But okay. Enough bagging on your ex. Thank you so much, Addie. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, of course. Have a good one.
All right. I love that girl. So TucsonFoodie.com. So you get all the info there. So that worked out really good. I'm gonna X out this.
Grilled cheese people are there though?
Well, yeah, I think she left already, so maybe it's just two. Hey. Yeah,
we're not done.
We'll see. We'll see. Okay, all right. So, what do you think is the most common social media sin that we commit online? Well, a survey says question here, real quick.
DPs?
No, that's not the most common. How many dick pics did you get? And Rick, stop sending dick pics to Mari. Obviously,
inbox full.
That's the number one. I mean, it's most common. So you would only say if it was just for men, then maybe that would be higher up on the list. But most common amongst everybody. I don't know too many girls who are sending out random dick pics.
Strap on.
Okay, let me see your outbox right now. I mean, what are you doing, Mari? And it's awesome. I understand why we're friends. All right, what's your guess, weirdo? Can't say dick pics.
Just vague posting.
You keep saying vague posting like that's the most common social media
It's
sin.
a sin.
Well, I know, but we already went over
Yeah, we
this.
did already go over
I
this.
know the answer.
Okay, what is the answer?
It's arguing.
We did go over this?
Yes.
Oh, when did we go over this? Yesterday?
Yesterday.
Oh shit.
This morning.
Okay.
Today, dude.
We went
No,
over
we
this
did something
morning.
else. Okay, fine. This is something I really wanted to share with you.
We're trying to act for him. We're like, well, I don't know, dude. What is it?
Well, I don't want people on the stream thinking they're watching a rerun because I'm a fucking idiot.
No, it was this
It's your
morning
Friday, it's
on
fine.
air.
It is my Friday. I've been actually
checked out
mentally
for
on
an hour.
vacation for this entire summer.
You got your mind on grilled cheese right now. Just
Okay. Well, here's something you probably never heard before. Did you know I've been in jail? Like I spent time in jail.
I saw the
Yeah.
Netflix documentary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you one thing you learn when you go to jail is how ingenious some of these inmates are. I mean, honestly, some of the greatest innovators and inventors throughout modern society are people who are locked up and have to figure out how to make something happen out of nothing, right?
Right. I'm super impressed. I was watching something, I don't remember, but they were talking about like the tattoo culture in prison
Mhm.
and what they do to make tattoo machines and everything.
Mhm.
And even some programs are trying to get started up of like, they put in like technical education in prisons and stuff. And there is a lot of programs now that are trying to get tattooing as well. So that way it's safe, sanitary, and like also like a lot of creativity.
Right.
Like artists that are in jail right now.
Yeah. And one thing that's a bummer for women when they go to jail or prison is that they're not allowed makeup as contraband. But there's good news for you because ex-cons have figured out a way to make makeup.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And they do
Blood
it.
and chalk.
Well, no,
No.
they do it with Pepsi
Oh.
and tampons.
Oh.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
get
So,
some contour action going. All
Uh-huh.
right.
yeah. So a former convict on TikTok has gone viral after showing her audience how to make full coverage makeup out of some everyday items. And according to her, so essentially, you need to make your own foundation. Use cocoa mix for shade matching, flour for the powdery element, and Pepsi to make it sticky. Right. And they're able to mix this together, this concoction, and which she did in the video. And she served a 17-year sentence. So
Did she actually show the effect and how it looked?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I was gonna be laughing. It was like horrible.
She looked La Vida
Splotchy.
Loca. But yeah, so essentially she proved the efficiency by slathering all over a tattoo that completely disappeared under the makeup. Now, if you don't have a brush, well, no problem. Because that's where the tampon comes into place. She basically uses the tampon to apply the foundation, and all you need to do is grab the tampon and beat it into your face. So just positive things. So something to look forward to if you ever go to prison.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Things to know.
Yeah, and you look at her; she's wearing prison makeup right now. I'm going to show you a picture, and looking pretty good.
Like a prison 8.
Yeah, she was a prison 8, right? So that's all prison makeup.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, except for the lashes, but
Okay. Now you're calling out
Oh
fake
my God.
lashes. Yeah, that's very.
I am a former cosmetologist. I can
Yeah.
see that I should have minute away.
And what's going on, Dexter? Thank you for checking out the podcast broadcast. We're going to be live here on the air.
I just once
About
want
58
to read the back of a wine bottle where it's like the origins are about a guy in jail how to make prison wine. I'm like, oh,
They have the
respectable.
hooch intensity. They would
Yeah.
take oranges, they would bury them, it would turn into hooch. I saw that. I saw how they would get a light ignited. They would be able to start fires because they don't have any electrical sockets, right? So you would have to go and kind of break into a
Caveman
thing,
style.
grab 2 wires, and then cross them, and then have tissue kind of wrapped on it to make essentially a wick. And then to smoke, right? Those toilets are so strong, right? They just suck it down so there's no clogs. So they would get a wet towel, they would put it over the toilet. You would take a drag of the cigarette and you would blow it in the toilet underneath the wet towel and you'd flush. So essentially, if you hear flushing over and over again, then you know somebody's smoking.
Crazy.
I know, dude. And it's like I said, the innovation that's behind bars in our
Necessity.
nation. Yeah, we should really look into our prison system to see what we could do to invent next. If I was Shark Tank, if we were going Shark
Right.
Tank,
Right.
Prison Shark Tank.
yeah, prison Shark Tank.
Like space travel. Let's talk.
Yeah, just basically let's see who I would go to a prison and be like, okay, who served at least 20 years?
Right.
All right, show me to that cell, and then when the guards aren't looking, be like, all right, show me all your inventions. What's your contraband?
Right.
How do you do this? Because there's just they have everything that they need in there. They figure it out over time. Welcome back on the air, by the way. Rock 102.1 KFMA. We were just we're talking about a story of ex-convict woman who shared with her followers on TikTok how they make makeup in prison, which essentially is just Pepsi and what was the other thing?
Pepsi,
Flour.
tampon, flour, and cocoa mix.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you can make makeup. So,
Mhm.
oh, I know. So, all right. Amazon Prime Day is here. Mari stayed up late. So she went at 12:01, started priming.
I did.
What did you get? What is the whole deal?
Okay, I haven't purchased it yet though, but just like I don't know, like pajamas, kids stuff. I got a leaf blower on there.
Lessons on how to talk like an old timer.
Yeah, do you even have
now, right? Like I don't get anything exciting. It's all like boring home
You get a
stuff.
Roomba, air fryer, anything?
No, I have those. Don't need those, but
All
they
right,
do
fancy.
have deals on those.
Yeah, they do.
I always
Mm-hmm.
look for like the life hack Amazon items, like because again we live in a 1,100 square foot house, so like we're always trying to figure out how to make more space.
Right.
So like a lot of the for storage and for organizing things like that. So that's what I'm gonna be looking at later.
You try wall mirrors, so make it at least look like.
There's space.
Yeah.
Suction cups for everything, shower shelves.
No, they have like
They do, yeah.
They like slide on with clips, but it like makes extra drawers in your refrigerator.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you can't. You're like, I'm still wasting this much, so much space in my fridge. It's like, oh, I could just put this drawer in there, and then so I'm always looking for the life hacks.
Game
All
changer.
right. So you went, Mari, you bought a bunch of like household mundane objects. How much do you guesstimate that you spent for Amazon Prime night? I mean,
well, I can tell you because I have yet to actually press purchase, but at this moment, the total is $227.
all right. So we do an intervention right now. Should we like pry the phone from her hand?
Do you need this?
I know I have to whittle it down. Like there's like a couple sets of shorts. I don't know if I want the camo or the tie-dye. Like, I got it's in the mix.
Yeah,
In the
well,
works.
according to a recent study, and that they've been investigating for years, that we actually don't need anything on Amazon. So, like, you could just walk away from that.
I know, but I do need that leaf blower.
What do you live in Tucson? Are you kidding me? Do you even have trees?
Yes, I have a eucalyptus tree in our backyard, and I get stuff everywhere.
Oh, whatever. It's the
It
desert.
pokes my feet.
It pokes your feet.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
All
I
right.
have like a pine tree in our backyard too, and that's really pokey. Yeah, I need this leaf blower bad.
now I'm on Amazon. I'm like, actually, I need new headphones. Hold on.
You do need new headphones.
I do.
That's true.
I lost one of my headphones on a hike. I'm so mad. I had a hole in my bag.
Oh yeah, no, I have somewhere around here. I'm hoping here. I got my Beat AirPods, but they died, so I can't even try
You
track
can't
them
even
down
ping 'em?
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were the ones that I bought spitefully after my daughter had hers stolen.
yeah.
Remember
That
that?
whole story,
Yeah.
yeah.
I got
Yeah.
screwed twice.
Yeah.
Either way,
No, and I
that's-
just lost one. It's like, really?
That's the worst. I lost one too.
Oh, hopefully it was the bad one. All right, we'll keep the conversation moving on. Podcast broadcast. Your beef tip coming up after these words. Rock 102.1 KFMA. Clear.
We just did an Amazon Prime advertisement for Bezos and didn't get paid anything for that.
Oh,
How dare
I'm
he.
sure we popped up on something.
Nobody knows about that.
I came on here
Amazon.
because I was like really hoping that like some really weird, obscure thing would be suggested to me.
Yeah.
No, it's all outdoor
useful.
hiking, camping, life hacks, and headphones.
You gotta go to wish.com for that.
Yeah, we got Spears all super paranoid about his
yeah.
impersonation. He texted me. He's like, if you could, please don't post that bit. I'm not trying to deal with that. I'm like, I get it, dude. I get it. Yeah. And we're not. And honestly, like, he could be mad over it, but hey, it's your fault. You created that content. And, it's how you did.
It was AI.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm sorry that it's a joke amongst the entire company. Fuck. And the industry itself. I mean, there were so many, I already put it away, but there's so many comments and likes on that. I mean, I have so many, when that went viral on Instagram, I had so many blue checks follow me. It was insane. The blue checks, the verified accounts, people from radio professionals from all over the country followed me and then slid in my DMs and told me that it's not okay.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's not good.
Yeah, that helped
Right.
me get the courage to stand up and risk it all just by telling the truth, right? Such an odd scenario. But again, so we fast forward. Things have been going. We've gone now 8 months without a single downtrend in any radio, in any demographic or metric. So things have been going very well, which is great. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
Let's keep that going. And I had a conversation with the dude like a month or two ago. We're sitting on the couch next to each other, which always shocks my PD, but we're also professional. I don't give a shit. And at the same time, now I'm a hemorrhoid and I'm also like risking like his next contract renewal, right? Because you never know, right? Now I'm a viable asset as well. He's not the only viable asset. And so that is the sweetest revenge and punishment, even though he never got a punishment initially, was because and hey, Riley, listening from Alaska, thank you. Because he didn't get a punishment at the time for it, and that's fine. And then over the long run, me getting an opportunity to compete against him was the punishment and still is. And he apologized on the couch 2 years later. He's like, I didn't forget to say I'm sorry. I just kind of laughed at it, right? Because I'm like, I didn't tell him, but I'm like, I don't want your apology, bro. I want you to admit that you were wrong. That's all I want. There was a lot of things you said to try to strip away my value of all the things I couldn't do, right? Over and over and over again. I couldn't do this, even though I did do this, and I've done it before him and successfully. I was tired of people undermining the fact that the things that I accomplished with nothing, like they never really realized that or valued that. But like, bitch, you understand, like with all these fucking guys getting 6 figures a year. Yeah, they got fans and shit like that. I got fans with nothing, like literally nothing. And I'll brag about that to the day I die in like 3 years. So,
dude, forgiveness is 20% off on Amazon Prime.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, I got to load that in my cart because I should let this go because I am sounding bitter in this rant. So I will do that right now.
I have a would you rather for Amazon Prime.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Give me a would you rather.
Would you rather have a rabid, hungry seagull deliver your package or an angry buff kangaroo?
Angry buff kangaroo.
Why?
So I can fight him.
Okay.
I was about to say, according to 2010 Rico, he was obsessed with fighting kangaroos on his Facebook.
I've been waiting for this moment. Get
Yeah.
the package down.
I know. That's HGH Rico here.
Bragging rights. Yeah, beat up the kangaroo.
Yeah. So all right, we're back on the air. We're about to get into a beef tip, but Mari just dropped a very important would you rather that we have to answer on the air. So, Mari, say that one again.
Okay, would you rather have your packages delivered by a rabid, hungry seagull or a very buff and angry kangaroo?
Yeah. Okay. So now Rico said kangaroo because he would fight the kangaroo.
But beef has a hawk blocker.
That's right.
The seagull.
I know.
So
that's why I would definitely go with the seagull because I could fend off a rabid seagull, and they are getting crazy nowadays. These seagulls, they don't F around. They'll take the food right out your mouth. It's definitely important to have a hawk blocker umbrella. And honestly, if it was you versus a kangaroo, I'm putting all my money and then borrowing money and putting all that money on the kangaroo.
I don't know. They've got short arms.
No, those arms.
So do I.
Yeah, so does Rico. He's my kangaroo friend.
Tyrannosaurus Rex.
And a tail.
Yeah. His balls have a pouch on them. It's weird.
You promised it the same.
I'm sorry. But can I have my keys back, by the way? I asked you to hold them for me earlier. So, Weirdo, which one would you go with?
I always hate these things. I'm gonna go with kangaroo. Let's box it out.
Okay, you guys working out way too much.
What if it's just a nice kangaroo doesn't want to fight him? Like,
going
to fight him.
He's
delusional.
Here's your package.
What if he's angry, but he is a debating kind of person? We're just like, I'm angry, but we're gonna talk this out.
He's not a person, it's a kangaroo.
What are your thoughts on Brexit?
This isn't Captain Jack, man. This is like a legit. Okay, have you watched these videos?
Okay,
First
but
off,
how did they train him to deliver packages then?
well, you could train a kangaroo to box, which they have done for over 100 years now, right? This has been like a circus attraction for years. They literally had like boxing heavyweight champion kangaroos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they don't have
big money.
So they would
They're
knock
training
you out.
whales how to attack cruise ships now. So
You're right.
Well, whales are training other whales. That's a whole other issue. All right, I'm saying seagull all day long. Again, hawk block them, and I will have two of my workout friends get knocked the F out by kangaroos. I will warn them. I will miss them. So that's the would you rather answer. Yes, excellent question.
Just put a car decal on my coffin that says I do CrossFit. Yeah, Anthony sent me a screenshot yesterday or a picture he took while he was driving. He's like, speaking of CrossFit, and it was some. I was like, God damn it.
Wow. I know. All right, well, I'm out of here for 2 weeks, and I appreciate you guys listening to the show, but Weirdo's going to be holding down the fort, and we're going to be doing our ADD best of shows for the rest of this week and all next week. Don't forget to keep listening for that song of the day. Plus, you never know what kind of stuff Weirdo's going to give away, and we'll have a bunch of great music played on KFMA, and I just mean to rhyme before I get out of here and run out of time. So don't forget to subscribe, youtube.com/beefvegan. Friend us, follow us, stalk us. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll be back live to do more D jokes on what is the date? I'll pull it up on my calendar right now.
We'll be back July 24th.
2025.
Yes, July 24th. But I will see you at Iron Chef at Casino del Sol on the 22nd before that. Until then, Robin Nash is up next. She might play that song of the summer that you're listening for. So keep it right here. Enjoy the rest of your day. Drive safe, ride safe. And as always, rock local. Later. Hi, guys. Thanks so much for watching.
Bye, y'all.
Rick will be listening. It sounds like a threat.
Yeah.
But if you've been
All right, he's blocked it on my social
kind of
media, so it's
bad, I will knock out all your teeth.